getting started with the Super Falcons.
That goes deep in. Oh, fantastic header.
Now, looking for a show that brings you closer to the Super Falcons? Well, look no further. Welcome aboard to the Super Falcons show. My name is Osereme in Negbenebo, and this show is proudly brought to you by the #1 telecommunications network, MTN. Now, today's show is a family affair featuring a father and a daughter. Now, I'm sure you're a little bit psyched to know who exactly we are talking about. But, calm down. You're going to have to wait because we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, you will get to meet them. Just stay with us. Welcome back. Now, if you're just joining us, you are watching the Super Falcons show. Now, just before we went on a very quick break, we were talking about a father-daughter appearance on our show today. Now, this striker is our number 9. She delivered a phenomenal performance at the Alcon 2022, full of speed and trickery, and she plays with Gotham FC. Now, at this point, you already know who I am talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Ifeoma Onumonu. Well, we got to sit with her and she spoke to us about a lot of things. We got to know her better. Well, in this interview, you also will get to know her better. So, let's check it out.
I am a Super Falcon, Nigerian player. I'm a striker. I play in the U.S. currently for club. I have 2 great parents. I have 3 brothers, and yeah. I'm pretty much the only athlete. I'm the only sport person in the family. My brothers are 20, 30, and 27. All sort of, one is into art, another one is an engineer, one's a pharmacist. My dad's an engineer, my mom's a pharmacist, so I am the only one who sort of deviated from sort of the plan. I started soccer at a young age. I started around 8 years old. I started with my brothers at a field in San Bernardino, California, in the U.S. My parents just put me in, and it's just like what they did with all their kids, and I sort of had, I think, a liking for it, a talent for it, so, and that was at the age of 8. From there, I kind of, I was like the fast one, and my nickname was like Cheetah, and so from there, I kind of just progressed through the sport. I played it in college, and now I play professionally. So I was drafted into the Super Falcons by Randy, the coach. He called me and asked me, I think he was trying to find out about sort of my nationality, if I had dual citizenship. And when he found out that both my parents were Nigerian, he said, have you ever considered, playing for the Nigerian national team? I said, of course, I just have never gotten the opportunity. It asked me if I was interested, and I hadn't been in on the US side, so I still had the opportunity to be with the Super Falcons, thankfully. From there, I got my passport, and this kind of happened. We kind of started this journey before the pandemic, and I finally was able to get my passport after the pandemic and be fully in with the team. So very grateful for the opportunity. I think with my, I think I could say I'm into fashion, I suppose. I got a little bit more into it this year. Kind of just like my goals in terms of fashion is making sure the clothes I'm wearing are responsible, ethnically sourced, and sustainable. And like Black owned, I think that's really important for me. I don't really have a fashion icon. I kind of just try to get my own style. I'm trying to still figure out what my style is. I sort of have, so to speak, I did a little bit of modeling earlier when I first became a professional. So, because, I wasn't getting paid that much my rookie season, so I had to get like a second job.
Well, Ifeoma Onumonu and fashion, I never would have guessed. Anyways, that is why we bring you the very best of the Super Falcons, so you get to know the Falcons much better. Now remember that the conversation doesn't end here. Follow us across all our social media platforms at MTN NG on Instagram and Twitter, and it's MTN Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube. Now moving on, we had spoken about a father featuring on today's episode, and it's none other than Ifeoma Onumonu's father. In this interview, he tells us everything that we need to know. And maybe a little bit about her childhood. Was she naughty? Was she stubborn? Was she a good girl? Well, this is the interview where we get to find out.
I was so proud. It's been a long process for me, coming from Nigeria and living in the US, for me to see my daughter represent my country was a very proud moment for me. Okay, she's worked hard from childhood, from the age of 7. And, she's a very hardworking young lady, did excellent in school, played well in school from the point of, she played professional, Little League, soccer, played for her high school, played in college, and then she was determined to do one more step, which is the professional. And she's done so well, and here she is, representing my country, our country. I'm from Anambra State. I'm from Oraifite. Oraifite is a small town not too far from Onitsha. Our mother is from Asaba, which is basically next door. Ibuzo, actually, which is next door to Asaba. The first time she played, she was the best. And she has never stopped, The coaches were like, oh, you're going to be in a special team, and that's what she ended up doing. And then we continued from there to college. So, yeah, she's been, and she's not just soccer, she can run.
Well, at the age of 7, I honestly was just chasing candies. Football? No, definitely not me. Anyways, that's the much we can take on today's episode of the Super Falcons Show. Now remember that this show airs every Tuesday at 9 a.m. right here on NTA. And of course, follow it on MTN's Ayoba app. My name is Osereme Inegbenebo, and it's bye for now.